Hi, this is Glenn, the webmaster of CayennePepper.info. Thanks for watching this video. If you're watching this video from YouTube, please, if you're inclined, go to CayennePepper.info for more information on the wonderful health benefits of cayenne pepper. It's a great herb. I heartily recommend it. I use it almost daily, if not daily. Let me, in this cayenne pepper FAQ addendum, give some additional information, and that's the purpose of this video. Since my last video that I recorded, which is about a month ago, I've had a lot of people subscribe to my videos on YouTube, which is gratifying, and I've also received a lot of emails both through YouTube as well as at my personal email address, asking me some very good questions and sharing experiences, which is very gratifying, by the way. I've had a couple of people email me telling me about their great experiences. One man said it's cured his hemorrhoids and it cured an ulcer that he had, which was really cool to hear. Another person told me that, he says, I drink a teaspoon a day, come heck or high water. And he says, I've known about cayenne for years, and it's cool that you're doing something about it and sharing the info. And so that was cool to hear as well. But I've also had some questions come up, and I had one particular gentleman in Bangladesh who has emailed me, and I want to talk about that now. I've tried to share my information, my educational information that I've learned about cayenne pepper with him, but he was essentially asking me to give medical advice. Well, I've never given anyone medical advice at any time in my life, and I never will, because number one, it's against the law here in the US, and number two, I'm not trained to do so. My CayennePepper.info site and these videos are educational in nature and should be construed as such. As with all things, I like what it says in the Bible, prove all things, hold fast to that which is good. Not trying to be religious here, I just think that's good advice. And so do your own thinking and your own research. So this gentleman, I've tried to help him, but I haven't given any advice. And so if anyone ever emails me, I've had actually two people email me about that, some specifics of which kind of smacked of dispensing medical advice, and I can't do that, and I won't do that. I'm very sensitive to that, and the reason, and I'm not going to go into this too much in depth, but the reason is because of the U.S. government, the FDA, the drug companies, the American medical establishment. They have a very profitable revenue stream with healthcare, and they know it, and they don't want that disturbed. Cayenne pepper would do, in my opinion, the same thing that Lipitor would do. Lipitor is a $10 billion a year drug revenue stream to Pfizer, its creator. Pfizer makes about $40 to $48 billion per year in annual sales in drug sales, and Lipitor represents about 40% of that. Needless to say, they don't want that money tree uprooted, and they don't want people to know. I'm convinced of this about medicinal herbs. Anyway, so that's all I'm going to say on that. So I'm very aware of that, and so that's why I'm very, very, very careful to never even give the merest shadow of dispensing medical advice. So please don't email me. You're asking me to give you medical advice. I won't do it. My website is educational in nature. That is all. It's based upon my own experiences and my own study. And that's why, and that dovetails to the next point. I had a couple people recently, two exactly, to be exact, who asked me to recommend a particular website for a particular cayenne pepper powder, and I didn't do that because I said, as you'll see, on this particular site, I have one affiliate link. It's for organic cayenne pepper tincture. That's it. And by the way, nobody's ever bought it. I've never received a dime from it, and I'm totally fine with that. I didn't build a site for that. The site does not make me affiliate income. I haven't received literally so much as 1 penny for affiliate sales on that site, and I doubt that I will, because I think one of the reasons why the site is so successful is because I'm sharing information which is avant-garde or cutting edge that people kind of want to know about, because heart disease is the #1 killer and cholesterol is a prime risk factor detailing or that causes that. And I think people are looking for alternatives because they're so dissatisfied with Western medicine. Western medicine has some tremendous benefits and blessings, but it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. And I could do about 50 videos just on that one particular point, but I'm not going to get into it here. So I had, like I said, a couple people asking me what cayenne pepper would I recommend, I didn't tell them. I said, you need to do your own research. I told them, I said, I suggest you buy it if you're going to buy it locally, which is what I do. I buy mine from a local health food store. Um, I've seen Cayenne as low as 167 a pound, which is astonishing to me, but I've seen it as much as $22 a pound online. So that's what I suggest. I suggest that you buy it locally. I am researching some different companies because I will give an affiliate link if people or so that I can recommend a particular product. But I already have on my site an affiliate policy page, and I also will make it very clear that if you buy this, I would make a small commission. I don't personally care about that because, like I said, I haven't made literally I haven't made one penny of affiliate income through this site, and I've tried to give honest, sincere information, educational information, so that people can make up their own mind as to whether they want to look into this or not, and that's all. So that's why I haven't up to now recommended a product, but I'm looking at different products and I'm going to see, I'm going to test them first because I can't recommend something I don't use. So that dovetails to the next point here. Some of the usage of it. I had a gentleman email me saying that he bought this 90,000 SHU Scoville heat unit cayenne pepper. That's really hot. The kind that I use is 30 to 50,000 cayenne pepper. I think it's African cayenne pepper, which is actually pretty low SHU because that tends to be the highest in terms of the SHU heat units. Anyway, the point is, he said it just sat there in my stomach and just burned. I totally know what he's talking about. It's unpleasant, but I think you're starting with too hot of a cayenne pepper if you're doing that. I suggest buying it at a local health food store or looking around, calling first in your local area and asking what the SHU units are, because at the stores that I go to, they have it clearly printed as to how much or how hot the cayenne pepper is in terms of the heat units. You want to look for 30 to 50. That's plenty hot, believe me, and that's enough to make people think twice about drinking, which is why I certainly understand people's reticence to it. But when you juxtapose that next to the health benefits you get from cayenne pepper, it's not a big deal drinking it because it's so very beneficial for you. So start, if you are going to insist, and I can understand why, because you get the more capsaicin in there with the 80 to 90,000 SHU version. I would suggest not even starting off with one capsule. I suggest actually starting off then with not even 1/4 of a teaspoon, like I do recommend with 30 to 50,000 SHU cayenne. I suggest then you scale it back to like 1/16 or 1/32 of a teaspoon. Start really small. There's enough capsaicin in 1/16 or 1/32 of a teaspoon to give you plenty of medicinal value, and then build it up from there, and gradually your body will build up a tolerance to it where it will acclimate. I notice for me personally, whenever I increase the dosage, oh my goodness, my body has to reacclimate to that dosage. But I'm willing to do it because I know how beneficial it is, and I've personally seen some incredible things with my own health with using cayenne pepper. So I think that'll do it for now. Cayenne pepper is a great herb. It's very powerful, but it should be used with judgment and discretion if you are going to use it. If after reading through my website pages and these videos and this educational information is valuable to you, excuse me, I hope you'll do two things. You'll share it with others, but I also hope you'll think for yourself and do your own research. I totally welcome that. And again, I think that's one of the reasons why my site has been so successful in terms of traffic and response, is because people, I think, seem to sense that I am sincere, that I'm trying to share information that I personally use, and I think people can kind of sense my enthusiasm for this wonderful health secret that is so unknown, but gradually people are beginning to learn about it, and I'm happy to hear that and to know that. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Again, I always welcome hearing from folks, so feel free to contact me, unless you're asking for medical advice, because I won't give it. I'm going to save my butt there. I just won't do that because I can't do that. It's against the law, and I wouldn't do it anyway because I'm not trained to do so. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Take care.